We are going to listen to a short session on Introduction to Public Speaking in Digital Era. This video will talk to you about captivating audiences with delivery techniques. How can we have the mastery of the art of vocal projection and voice modulation? To captivate or to capture the attention of the people, we have to master the art of vocal projection. Vocal means, voice, how to make use of the voice effectively to attract people. See, vocal projection, what do you mean that? It means you have to ensure your voice reaches the audience clearly and confidently. You should speak with clarity and with confidence, even if it is through a microphone. Don't think that if there is a mic, you can speak in a very low, dull voice. No, you have to use energy while you speak. Why? Because it prevents a monotonous tone. Monotonous means what? Proper projection prevents a monotonous tone and keeps your audience engaged. This is monotonous. Am I right? Now, proper projection prevents a monotonous tone and keeps your audience engaged. See the difference? Monotonous and voice with modulation. See the difference? Okay, which attracts most? It is vocal projection. And voice modulation. What do you mean by voice modulation? You should not speak in a monotonous tone, but they should be varying pitch. Pitch, this is high pitch and this is low pitch. Tone, if it is a question, you should have that question tone. Do you understand me? This is the tone. Yes, I understand. This is the answer tone. Okay, and the speed of speech. When you speak, you should speak with clarity. You should focus on the speed. You remember when you presented your the programs at radio, I told you have to reduce the pace of your speech. Then only audience will be attracted. What happens when you speak in a very monotonous tone? People lose interest. All right, especially in the digital setting, because when we share videos with you, what do you first look? You look at the duration. How long is the video? All right, so to grab the attention of people, you have to focus these points in your mind. Now, here are a few techniques you should always keep in mind about delivering the speech. When you deliver the speech, you should not speak too fast. You should not speak too slowly either, but you should speak in a right balance. Pauses. Wherever you want to stop, you have to stop, because it is to emphasize key points, and you should allow the audience to digest the information. If you speak so quickly, people won't be able to understand the key points. Body language, we have already done in the class. How should you stand? How should you use your hands? Non-verbal cues like facial expression. You should keep a smile on your face. You should be serious whenever you convey serious matters. You should use your hand gestures wherever required. You should keep an eye contact. You should look at everyone while you talk. So these are the 3 key points you should keep in your mind while delivering speech. And here is a tip. Practice speaking with varied intonation and pacing in front of a mirror or camera to better understand how your delivery appears to an audience. So before you present in the real-time platform, you should first practice in front of a mirror. There are different types of presentations, like we have virtual reality and augmented reality. Virtual reality means this is a kind of virtual reality, the video I share with you, which is not real, but at the same time you find it real. Augmented reality means it will be mostly 3D, 3-dimensional it will be. What is the purpose of virtual reality? What is the purpose of augmented reality? You know, both are unique ways to engage audience, because presenters can now create these many kinds of realities with content, so that it will make the content memorable and engaging. This picture, what does this picture say? If a video is shown, how does it strike your mind? All right, so you have to make use of virtual reality and augmented reality during your presentation. See, virtual reality simulate a real life scenario for audience. It allows more interactive experience. For example, if it is a business presentation, you can show the animation. For example, if you are going to start a new business, you're showing them a building. If you show the animation, that will be more helpful for the audience to understand the concept. Augmented reality is also to interact to the real world about the environment, because it will help people to have a 3D model of the product. Got it? What is virtual reality and augmented reality? What are the advantages and challenges of AR and VR? Augmented reality and virtual reality. What is the advantage? It increases the engagement through interactivity. People won't feel bored if you have a virtual platform to show your concepts. It makes complex data easier. Those data which is difficult to understand can be transformed into an easier thing. Now, what are the challenges? You should have the technological know-how and you should have the resources. You should know how to make use of that platform. Sometimes it will be difficult to implement for a smaller presentation. For example, if you are asked to present a speech for 3 minutes, it is not very easy to include a virtual reality or an augmented reality kind of element in it. Okay. Now, the last slide, it is about building a personal brand through public speaking. You would have seen many people, many motivational speakers, for example, Joseph Ananguti, then PM Gafoor. These are the influential figures who you are familiar with. Okay, they brand their, you know, they talk. For example, in English, if you talk about, there is Tony Robinson. Shep Hyken. These are the people who talk about, I mean, they have a personal brand they have made through public speaking. Okay, you have heard of Shiv Khera, you have heard of, Zig Ziglar, right? These people are very, very popular because they come up with very motivational speeches. You too can become a public speaker. Okay, you can create your own personal brand, but you should keep these points in your mind. What is it? You can use public speaking opportunities on social media, podcasts, conferences to reinforce, to emphasize your brand. Engage with your audience authentically. You should not come up with fake things, okay, but it should be authentic, it should be original, and it should also talk about your personal journey and values. You would love vlog, isn't it? Food vlog, travel vlog, you would love, because they are all real-time presentation. It is not any cooked up and fictitious. Okay, and you can keep these three key points if you want to become a public speaker and create your personal brand. What are they? Authenticity. You should be true to whatever you present. Consistency. When you're sharing you're airing your speech and other information, it should be consistent. You should not stop in the middle. All right, because it takes time to create your own brand. Storytelling. It is not good to talk only about matters, but you can at times tell stories. Stories will attract people's attention more. All right, so I hope the video is very clear for you. Thank you so much for your patient watching video. Thank you.